Anam pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So thank you, my dear friends, worshipable Vaishnavas, for taking out your most valuable time to assemble in this online Sangha. Is everyone comfortable? Doing well? Happy? Nice, nice. So like always we do, we will chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But before that, let's share some thoughts. If anyone wants to share anything about chanting better, mm, it's something we all want to improve, right? We all chant, but we all know that there is room for improvement there, correct? How many of you think there is room for improvement in our chanting, right? There is always room for improvement. A sincere person always wants to do it better. Um, Now let's take some thoughts. So what do you think? How can we do? Yes, Beyonto, please tell.
I have a question. Who's Shalak?
Sorry?
There's a person in this meeting called Shalak.
Shloka. Yeah, Shlok. Yeah, he's the
Oh,
Shlok. He is from Alachua. He's joining first time. I think he's your age. How old are you?
9.
Nine. He's same as your age. So maybe you can be good buddies, right? He's 9.5, I believe. So okay. Yeah, I met him last week and he's a very sincere devotee. And I felt that I'll be very blessed by his association. So, and he kindly joined. Thank you, Shlok Prabhu, for joining. Hare Krishna. Okay, let's take some one or two thoughts and then we'll chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra. Anyone wants to share anything? And let's get our bead bags and everything ready also, because we're gonna chant now. Yes, Lakshay, what do you think? How can we chant better?
Like if we don't have distractions around us, I think.
Oh wow. How many of you agree with that? Yes. So let's watch. Can we have, can we chant next 10 minutes without distraction? What do you say? Hmm? Is it possible? Say yes. It's possible, right? But it needs some conscious effort also. The mind will say, let me check the phone. Let me check who has come to the door. Let me check what my mom is doing. Let me check what's going on outside. Is it raining or is it snowing? So many things mind will say, oh, tomorrow I have a homework. What will my teacher say? Oh, what will my classmates say when I go to school tomorrow? How many of you have such things going on in mind, especially the time of chanting? Right? Raise your hand if you have some similar thoughts, right? We all have. Hmm. But let's pray to Krishna to chant, to hear. Attentively hear. Everything will be clear. Prabhupada said that. Hear. Mind will go somewhere, bring it back. Okay, I'll think about it after this class. After, okay, school, homework, project, parents, this, that, so many things. After an hour, I'll work on all that. Okay, so let's begin. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhaktavind. And always you can unmute and let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram. Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram. Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram. Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram.
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare.
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare
Lakshya
Krishna,
Kapura
Hare
chant,
Krishna,
friends.
Krishna
Please chant. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Ram, 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 Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
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 Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Ram, Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda Gurve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalayi Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Guruve Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear most worshipable friends, devotees, I'm so grateful to see all of you. Sampada, Vedehi, Ansh, Lakshay, Vyonto, Avni, Shlok, Karina, Vinita, Athar, Naina, Krishna, Rama, Vinayak, Navya. Wow, so many illustrious personalities are present. Some of them, some of you I can see, some of you I can't see. Those who are in a position to turn their camera on. Today is the government is allowed to keep the camera on. Yes, Ansh, your hand is up. What's
Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your blessings. It was yesterday, but I'm grateful for your wishes any day because I need all of your kind prayers and blessings at any time because all of you are so sincere devotees. Haribol, Navya, Athar, good to see you as well. How is everyone doing? So the month of Kartik Damodar just passed. So anyone wants to share anything special, anything, any amazing experiences you had, or you want to share anything special? Yes, Karina.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. During the Kartik month, I went to my friend's house and I put up a picture of Lord Damodar and we did arti.
Very well.
But it was like she was American and she was in Krishna consciousness.
I didn't get that fully. Can you say you went to where?
What did you say, Prabhuji?
Your voice was maybe I couldn't hear. What you did, Kartik month?
In Kartik month, I went to my friend's house and she was not in Krishna consciousness, but I gave her the chance to do arti.
Wow. That is a job of spiritual revolutionary. You are sharing Krishna consciousness in this holy month and inspiring your friends. Amazing, wonderful. Yes, Ansh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I went during Damodar month. I went to a lot of kirtans in Tampa, and I also went to the Holy Name Festival in Alachua.
Wow. How was it?
It was fun, Prabhuji.
Did you attend some kirtan?
Yes, Prabhuji. I attended some kirtan.
How was soccer?
It was good, Prabhuji. I got a chance to meet all the ISKCON Tampa devotees and some devotees from ISKCON Alachua, and listen to some kirtan.
Nice, nice. Some parents were telling me that the kids are spending more time in soccer than kirtan. I'm sure they were not talking about you, but maybe someone did that.
Yes, Prabhuji.
All of you are very sincere. Maybe they must be talking about some other. Okay, what else? What else? And I'm sure you all had a wonderful, wonderful experience. How is your academics? I heard there are exams in a few weeks. Okay, give me on a scale of 0 to 10 or 1 to 10. How is your academic going? 10 means excellent. 6 is like average. Everyone type in. How is your academic going? Is it going like average or below average? It's like below 6 is 10 means everything is going good. You're catching up everything, assignments, projects, you're ready for exams, and everything is going as it should. So a lot of 7s and 8s and few 9s. Okay. Okay. Now take a moment and give me some actionable items, at least 2 actions. What will you do to improve from 8 to 9 or 9 to 10? What will you do different? I want 2 actions, what you will do going forward. Very practical, very, very specific, right? Please type that. Be specific. Always remember when we're writing action, it's a SMART acronym, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. You don't need to mention the whole thing, but at least have that in your mind, the SMART goals or the SMART way to write actions. You all know that? You're all smart? By the way, today Shlok has also joined, Ovi's wonderful brother. I met him last week in Alachua and I was very amazed to see the sincerity of Shlok Prabhu. So thank you. Let's everyone welcome Shlok Prabhu in our class by 3 times, loudly chanting. Haribo, Haribo,
Hari
Haribo.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Horrible.
Okay, so back to my question. You were writing some things to focus better in studies, revisions, balanced time management, because a lot of our time which should be going to studies goes in the other things. You all know. Extra practice, good. 10 extra minutes. Like 10 extra minutes, do more. If you want to get more, 10, at least, let's say if you think I'm at 7 or 8, 10 extra minutes may not be sufficient, my dear friends, especially in the near exam time, right? In exam time means it's like we have to be more focus more on studies, correct? So, and less on other things. How many of you have exams in the next 2-3 weeks or any time in December? Okay, almost all of you, right? So almost all of you have exams, right? So please spend more time. Okay, good. Most of you wrote your comments, which is very nice. Okay, shall we begin today's topic? So today's topic is the art of hearing or the art of Shravanam. We all hear things, correct? How many of us hear something every day? We all hear. Every day we are hearing something. But through our ears, we hear. Through our eyes, we consume, we see, right? Through our mouth, we chew and speak. So these are called knowledge acquiring senses. The eyes, nose to smell, tongue to taste. We're acquiring knowledge. These are like gates. In Bhagavad Gita also mentioned these are like the gates. Our body has 9 gates. 2 are the ears. Today we'll focus on the ears only. Now, the information is consumed like through the mouth. Mouth is also gate. We consume food. What happens? We consume good food without digestion, without chewing it properly. What will happen? We don't chew it. We don't have good digestion, but we just eat, and even if it's good, even if it's healthy food, tell me something. Is it a good idea? If yes, why? If no, why? Tell me something. Raise your hand if you want to speak. You just keep consuming without chewing it, without proper digestion. Is it a good idea or no? Come on, it's a very hard question. Raise your hand. Come on, I want some engagement. Speak up. Atar, did you hear? Come on, tell me your response.
I'm thinking about it, but
Your
currently,
voice is very low. Say
what?
again.
So, right now, I think like I don't think it matters because like the same things will go in your body.
Undigested food will go in the body. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Navya?
It will probably just be bad for you.
Probably
Be bad for you.
bad. Okay, why? Why it will be bad? He's eating good food, good healthy ingredients. Avni?
It would be bad for you because you're not chewing it properly, so it'll go down, but there's a high chance that you'll throw it back up because it's not chewed properly, so it won't digest properly.
Correct. Yes. So either it may get stuck somewhere in the different esophagus or parts of digestive system, right? You may throw up, and some medical consequences may happen. Even if it gets there, the work which teeth were supposed to do, now you're like overloading digestive system. So in short, it's very unhealthy situation. Correct? That's the key taker. It's a very unhealthy and bad situation. Now, can that same happen with other sources of information? Like we consume food, what else we consume? Today's topic is ears. Okay, Vedi?
What you can whatever information you're learning in school, you're consuming that every day.
Correct. We are hearing, right? The information, even if it's good, but if it is overdose, you hear a lot of content, good content, but you have not processed it. Is it a good idea? Not a good idea. So today, the topic is 4 steps to digest wisdom, or 4 steps in hearing. Is that fair? You think it's a good topic? Shall we proceed with it? Okay. And my source of reference is a book called Gita 3 by His Holiness Swayam Bhagwan Keshav Swami Maharaj. Right? So in chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, worldly people say, no through study, no God or no bhakti through study. But actually, what Gita says is you can't know just through study, but you can know God through sincerity, through sincere devotional service. So, chapter 4 has many, many beautiful verses, but we will come to that very shortly. Let's come to the 4 steps of digesting or for digesting wisdom. Can everyone see my screen? Nice and clear? Okay. The first step and the foremost is hearing, and that's called Shravanam. These are the Sanskrit words, by the way. So the English is hearing. So what does it mean? Receiving insight and inspiration. Is it clear? What stands out? Do I have questions? So basically, it's like the raw information intake, right? Receiving insight, inspiration, or we hear. Number 2 is mananam. To try to reflect upon deep contemplation and reflection. What is my experience? What opportunities and difficulty does this bring? Correct? So basically, to contemplate on that, right? Not just like consume information. So it's basically like chewing of information, right? We have teeth to chew the food, but we have the mind to chew the information, good or bad, right? Then the next step is called nididhyasanam, or that is the application. So until step 2, it's all in, right? Action has not happened. The third step is action or application. What is the use of information without application? Information should lead to transformation, right? Let's say you are learning how to do first aid. How many of you know how to do first aid? Anyone knows? Basic first aid have you done in school, or let's say fire drill. How many of you know fire drill? Let's say you watched a video. You watched a video on how to do a fire drill. But when the time comes, right, if we don't apply it, is it of any good use? No. So Information is not for just collecting it in our head, but transforming our heart by application. So practical realization and application. How does it relate to my life now? What changes could I make? Right? So we should try to process it and not just, oh, today's class, everything we hear, especially spiritual content we're talking about, we should not feel, oh, it's not for me. No, everything in Bhagavad Gita, when we read, we should think what Krishna is trying to teach me today, what Srila Prabhupada is trying to speak to me today. And that's called nididhyasanam, right? To practically apply. And number 4, prayer or vandana. Now there could be gap. For example, there could be some gaps in us. We know it's right. How many of us, you know something which is right for you, but still you're not able to apply it? Raise your hand if you know something which is good for you, but still you're not able to do that. You know, you understand, you really want to do it, but somehow you're not able to apply it. Okay, you can put your hands down. Now we should pray also, right? What should we pray? Krishna, our teachers, our guru, our parents, in whatever connection it is. Please give me the strength to follow this. I really want to apply this in my life, but due to my past weaknesses or due to my shortcomings or whatever, my contamination, I'm not able to do. I need your help. Krishna, you're my friend, you're my bestie, you are my brother, mother, father, everything. You please help me. Give me the strength. Is it a good prayer? What else can we pray? Can anyone think of a prayer which we can offer in this connection? Especially what we're talking. You know something which is good. You have heard it's good. You understand it's good. You want to apply. You want to make changes to, right? Nididhyasanam. But so what prayer can you make? One example I shared. So what else can we pray there? Any other thoughts? The basic, it's heartfelt desire, supplication. What does supplication mean? Who knows? No one knows. This word is used. Okay. Come on. You can search on the internet, find it out, figure it out. It's kind of like a humble plea, right? And I have humble. Try to add this word to your dictionary. It's like a humble prayer. Maybe someone can figure it out on the internet and tell me a good meaning in this context. Anyone has figured out? You're all very high tech. Yes. Vidi?
It says the action of asking or begging for something earnestly or humbly.
The action of begging earnestly, right? Like from the heart, basically, heartfelt desire, right? Earnestly, we really mean it, not just for the sake of, like, not just lip service, right? Okay. Let's do a quick revision. Okay, Ansh, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, when you were sharing your screen, I wasn't able to see the screen. It was like showing black for me.
How about others?
I could see it. Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
You couldn't?
Yeah, like I couldn't.
Raise your hand if you could see my screen. Okay, so most of you were. That means others have to figure out at their end.
Prabhuji, could I try rejoining the class?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sharing again now. Yeah, you
It's
can try.
still showing
Now
black,
I can see
Prabhuji.
it. Now I can see it.
I can try rejoining.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, everyone has to try to like take these 4 in your heart and head. We'll do a quick revision and you'll explain in your words. Okay, who knows? Okay, let's do a quick revision. The 4 steps. Number 1, who'll tell? Okay, now we are.
Number one, listening and getting inspiration.
Okay, what's the Sanskrit word used? Shravanam, right? The first step is Shravanam. That means Shravan means to hear.
Yeah.
Try to receive insight, or basically like consuming information, right? Whether it's good, whether it's bad, right? What's the next step? Yes, Mishti.
The second step is reflecting, and it's mananam.
Reflecting and
Mananam in Sanskrit.
mananam, correct. So trying to introspect, right? Self-reflection. We discussed in the 7 or 6 hours also, you remember, right? The 6 hours of self-improvement. The one is reflection. If we don't reflect, how will we know? Is it good or bad? How will we know? Is it positive for us or not? Right? Or maybe thinking about, oh, I heard this earlier also. I tried this last time. Some of it worked out, some of it not. Basically, its mind is trying to digest it. Like the teeth try to digest. It's like a digestion of information. What's the next step? Number 3. Who knows? Avni?
Applying or like taking action.
Very nice. Application, applying. The Sanskrit is called nididhyasanam. So what does that mean? I mean, the word is self-sufficient. It means to try to kind of apply what we have heard, what is good, we have understood, right? For example, I tell you, okay, please try to get up early. Now, this statement is one, right? But everyone will apply it a little bit differently, correct? For some of you, getting up early means 5. For some of you, getting up early means 5:30. For some of you, getting up early means 6, right? So it depends on your practical realization, your insights, your mananam, right? Oh, currently I'm getting up at 6. Prabhu has told, get up early. I'll get up at 5:30. Just giving an example, right? Someone who's getting up at 5:30 may think, oh, maybe I need to sleep a little early. It might be better if I get up at 5:15, right? So you see how the information is same, but the application may vary sometimes. So the third step is application. What's the 4th step? Who knows the 4th step? All of you were there in the class, right? Why only always a few hands are up? Everyone has to engage, my dear friends, right? Yes, Vedi, please tell.
The 4th one is praying or vandanam.
Praying, yes. The gap between our abilities and our desire to do something good, right? Krishna, I can't do on my own without your help. Whatever we are able to do is because of the prayer, right? So we must always offer prayer. Everything, the day should begin with a prayer. The day should end with a prayer. In between, there should be a prayer. You begin your studies, begin with the prayer. You begin your chanting, begin with the prayer. Begin anything, begin with the prayer. Begin your journey to school, whether it's a bus or your parents driving you, begin with the prayer, right? It's not hard, even if you chant one verse, even if you just chant the holy name, even if you say Hare Krishna or Hari Bol, thank you. Just thank God, pray to God. So today my day at school is full of wonderful opportunities to learn, to grow, right? A small prayer makes a lot of difference. Okay. Anyone has any thoughts or questions so far in just the content? We'll come we'll do some practice also. Yes, Ansh.
Prabhuji, this is not about the lesson, but I rejoined the class and I can see your screen now.
You can?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, good, good. I am happy to hear that. Any other questions before that? Okay, story time. Let's get up. Time. I know it might be tired. One person went in the market to buy a doll. He saw multiple dolls and his attention went on these 4 dolls. And in the market there's a price tag. Is there any difference between these dolls except for the price? That is very evident. So one doll was $5.
Price difference that we can't see though. Might be.
Okay. Yeah. There could be differences we can't see. Okay. But what I'm asking is like, is there any like perceptible difference? Is there any? So,
No.
And please raise your hand. It helps me to understand who is speaking and who wants to speak. And also, some of you, if you can keep your cameras on, that really helps me also. And it will help you also. So,
my laptop has a camera problem, so I can't turn on the camera. It just doesn't have a camera.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If someone has some technical issues or some practical issues, that's fine. But if half the class has practical issues, then it seems to be a practical problem, right? So if it's like if most have it on, then I understand that there could be situations. Anyways, please try it if possible. It helps everyone. Okay, back to the dolls. So this person went to get a doll for and for his kids, and he was confused. Looking at these 4 dolls, he said, well, they all look very similar or almost same. The clothes are same, the texture, the material, construction, everything looks very same. He asked the shopkeeper, why is this one $5 and then you have a $25 and 100 and 1,000? Oh my God, why? That doesn't look fair, right? Does it look fair? It doesn't look fair, right? All of you agree, it doesn't look fair. Then the shopkeeper told something, right? It's like a moral story, kind of. He said, the first doll, he took a straw, like a small kind of a straw, put in the ear of the first doll. The straw won't go in, right? The straw won't go in. That means that she doesn't like to hear. She doesn't like to consume good information. Like the ears are blocked to good things in life. Number 2, the straw went in the ear, but came out right from the opposite ear. Is con. Is con se uskan. Is con, right? From one ear out of the next ear. So this doll, $25, likes to consume information, but only in the head. From one ear, she'll hear, the other ear, it will be out. Done. So only what stage is happening here? Out of the 4 stages, what stage is happening here? What step is happening here for the second doll? For the first doll, there's no step is happening. You agree? Because she is not like, she won't even listen to any good thing. For the second doll, what stage is happening? The first stage, yes. And what is that first stage? What is it called? Yes, Ansh?
Hearing.
Hearing. What's the Sanskrit word? What's the Sanskrit word of the first stage? It's the first limb of bhakti. Amongst the 9 limbs of bhakti, it's the first limb of bhakti. That's called Shravana. Okay? Good.
All right.
So from one ear out of the second ear. Good idea? What do you say? Good idea? Not so good idea. Not a good idea. Third doll. Put the straw from here, comes out of the mouth. Who will elaborate it? Who is going to elaborate this? Put the straw from here, the straw comes out of the mouth. Think about it. Not very hard. Think of the flow, how it's going. Yes, Bionto.
He digests the information.
Okay. Good try. Ready?
She's just repeating whatever she's told. She's not doing any reflection on her part.
Very good. There are many, many people who may be good in speaking, motivational speaker, this, that, do this, do that. So is it hard to repeat something? It's not that hard. Many, if someone says, hey, do this, and they get up early and they are like laying around in the bed till 9 a.m., like, will it have an impact on you? Right? Maybe a negative impact. Like, I don't want to be like that person. But no positive. His words will be like empty. Correct? So, hearing from the ear, but repeating from the mouth is not hard. That's the third doll. The fourth doll, hearing from the ear, the straw went in, but didn't come out. In short, it went right to the heart. That's why that doll is the most expensive, right? So basically, the story is about how we should become like that fourth person, not be open to good, open our ears to good advice, to good wisdom, and not just let it go out of the ear, and not let just repeat it. Repeating is not hard, like a parrot can also repeat, but try to absorb it, chew it, realize it, do mananam, realize, introspect, and apply it. That's the third step. Apply it. And then when we apply, there will be some gaps, there will be some challenges, there will be some ups and downs. Pray to God. Vandanam, the fourth stage. And then there will be, if we do all these steps, there will be certainly positive transformation. Is that fair? Any thoughts, comments? Okay. Now we'll do a quick application. So we will apply the 4 steps. So first of all, I mean, you have to be clear with the 4 steps. Is everyone clear with the 4 steps? Raise your hand. Right? Is everyone clear with the 4 steps, what we discussed? Okay? Are you ready to do some action now? How do we apply in a situation? Okay, let's do it. So now we will read this attentively, hear this attentively, correct? Maybe one of you, Arna, would you like to read this passage? And then we'll apply these steps. So before Arna begins, so hear very attentively, because and don't worry about application now, or just hear attentively, right? Read along, it's on your screen, read and hear attentively. And then we'll discuss together, okay? Okay, let's do it. Yeah, now Arna can read.
One has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination for spiritual understanding. Unless there is submission and service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective. One must be able to pass the test of the spiritual master, and when he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blesses the disciple with genuine spiritual understanding.
Thank you. Did everyone read here? At least the information is clear. Not a very lengthy passage. It's a small, like a medium passage, right? Is everyone okay? Shall we proceed to the next steps? Okay. Very good. So now we're going to apply this, the 4 stages, right? Is that fair? Now, as we discuss, application can vary, or these 4 steps can vary individual to individual. Like, it's not that everyone, like, there's no one prayer, which is like, there's no like one right answer here. Correct? I could pray something, Sampada could pray something, Ved Lakshay could pray something, and it all could be correct. Because prayer is not like a 2 + 2, 4, right? It has to be 4 only. But let's discuss some thoughts. So let's discuss, let's take some. So tell me something. What did in the first steps? Let's make some notes. Let's make some. What's the first step? Some points you can share about Shravanam. So in short, what did we hear? Like, that's basically we're just trying to recapture what we heard just now. Anyone knows what we read or heard in the last passage? Yes, Avani, Navya?
In the passage that she just read, we heard that one should submissively surrender unto a guru so you can properly understand the information that the guru is imparting to the disciple.
Okay. Submissive surrender to guru. Okay. Like, we'll take some short points. Okay. What else? Anyone else wants to add? What we like, this is like purely from the passage. I mean, in a paraphrased way, perhaps. Navya?
We should be submissive to the guru and lose all the pride that we have.
Okay, so you're saying don't have false pride. Okay. So, and submissive surrender. What else? You all read it, right? Come on, it's not that hard. You have to work with me. Shall we read again? Now you know that you have to fill this. I will not fill it for you. You have to fill it. Shall we read again? How many of you say we should read again? How many of you say we don't need to read again? We read okay. Okay. Okay, yes, Mishti, please tell.
We should also inquire like submissively from the guru and like ask questions.
Okay. Inquire, ask questions. Very nice. What else we read or heard? Yes, Vedi?
We should approach a bona fide guru. Like, it should be a qualified guru, not some bogus person.
Okay, very nice point. You should approach the right guru or bona fide guru. Okay, what else? What else we heard? Yes, very nice point. Yes, Sampada? Somebody want to share? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji. We should have genuine desire.
Genuine desire
Yes.
for
Hare
what?
Krishna. Uh-huh.
Desire
To hear from the Guru.
to hear from Guru. Okay. Very nice. Yes, Karina? Okay, let's maybe do a quick reading ourselves and see if we covered all the points. Approach a bona fide guru, right? Receive knowledge, we covered that. Should be accepted in full surrender. The word full is critical here. Don't you think so? Not partial, not just maybe I'll go once in a while. Right? That we missed this spot. Serve, right? Tadvidi pranipatin. This is that verse, right? 434. Serve. Pariprashnena sevaya. We should serve also. Then only the knowledge will, without false pride. Serve like a menial servant. Maybe that's an important point, right? Serve Guru like a menial servant, right? That's very important. Without false pride. So maybe I'll move this point as the first because rest everything follows. Approach a bona fide, not bogus guru. Submissively surrender. Ask right questions. Don't have false pride. Genuine desire to hear. Okay. Let's see. Satisfaction of the self-satisfied spiritual master is the secret of advancement. Wow, that's a critical point. So that guru is happy. So it's the so basically what's the point here? Pleasing guru is secret to advancement. Can we say that? If guru is happy, then we will advance very rapidly in bhakti. Fair? Is that point fair? Everyone agrees? This is like paraphrase. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination of spiritual understanding. Unless there is submission and service, we covered both of those, inquiries from the learned will not be effective. So submission and service are required. One must be able to pass the test. Very, very important. The guru will take test. When he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blesses. So in short, be ready to pass the test. Okay. So we covered some of the points, critical points, which we heard. Now comes reflection. So what does reflection mean? Again, deep contemplation and reflection. What is my experience? What opportunities and difficulties does this bring? Right? So basically, this is like further processing information. You're developing a plan. You're developing a plan for action. Okay, I heard this. Now, what do I really need to do? Right? In there's a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Let's say you have to do anything, you have to do a mental plan first, then the execution comes later. Correct? How many of you have done that? Like lay a mental plan for anything, right? I'm sure you must have done many times, right? Let's say you have to go with your parents to buy grocery, or you need some academic supplies. Don't you lay a mental plan? Oh, I need to buy maybe colors or pencils or pens or notebook, and then like, okay, as I'm going, okay, my bag needs or whatever, water bottle, something, right? We lay a plan. It's not that, okay, I'll go there and figure out what I need to buy. Some people do that, but that's not very effective, right? It wastes a lot of time. So now reflect upon this information and share some insights with. Okay. Who's going to share? Let's Let's talk about that. Yes, Ansh, please tell.
Maybe reflecting, like, or maybe a plan could be. Wait, Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yes.
So maybe a plan could be that you could like find out when like a bona fide guru is coming to like your city. Like suppose a bona fide guru is coming to Tampa, then I could make a plan to go meet him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's this is totally personal. See, the first step, you know, is more or less same, correct? The first step, which we all did, we just kind of paraphrased the content. Like this is what we studied, this is what we heard. Now the other three steps are individual. You agree with that? They're personal. Now, my reflection could be different from yours. My application could be different from yours, or even for like every one of your application would be different. So actually, this is your homework also. Will not be able to complete everything. So this you will fill, and you can fill this also at your end if you wish to. You'll fill all these three based on this passage, which, right? You'll fill these three. And this is not some theoretical ideal thing. This is practical stuff. Whether you do want to do it electronically or on notebook, that's fine. That's your choice, right? It won't take more than 10, 15 minutes, right? And if you have not memorized text 434, please memorize that also. It's a beautiful, important verse. Okay. Will everyone do that? It's easy. Not that hard. Okay. Okay. So reflection. Let's take some. So Ansh said that and try to link it. Oh, so think about like it's like a self-dialogue too, right? Oh, this Bhagavad Gita text 434 is telling about that we must approach a bona fide guru. Bona fide guru. Who is a bona fide guru? Maybe I should inquire. Maybe I should ask my mom or dad, who is bona fide guru? How will I find bona fide guru? Right? Correct? Or maybe I should ask some senior devotee in ISKCON, who is bona fide guru? What does it mean to be like a bona fide guru? Or if you already know this, like what are the symptoms of bona fide guru? I really need to search. I should take shelter. If I'm serious in my bhakti, I must take shelter, right? Submissively surrender. Now I need to find one. Or Krishna. That will come maybe later. Krishna, please help me, right? So so basically, like Ansh's point was seek for a bona fide guru, right? And as I said, this is not like one answer. I'm just writing what an individual said and just trying to elaborate on that. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, a third?
You have to like realize your desire for like what you're doing.
Desire for?
Like for the bhakti.
Can you link it? Like try to help me to like link. How is it coming out of this passage?
Like you have to like realize and like reflect on like how to like improve like the qualities that you realize that are like not like suitable.
Realize the qualities. So like, okay, so if I kind of fill the dots, like here, they are talking, the verse is talking about some qualities like submissive or not having pride. Oh my God, do I have pride? Am I submissive when I approach a guru? When I am approaching guru, am I asking questions in a submissive way or in a way to test their knowledge? Are you seeing like this thought process? Right? It was not in the passage. It's called like reading between the lines, or right? Or introspecting between. Am I asking questions submissively? Do I really bow down when I ask questions? Do I really seek to understand or seek to check their knowledge? What is my intention to ask questions? Right? This is all reflection, like self-introspecting. Atar, did I understand you correct?
Oh yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Okay. What else? Okay, since time is less, you will complete this, right? And it is not like one right answer here, right? You all agree? There's no one right answer. Hmm? Application. Now what? How can we apply what we have heard or reflected upon? Yes, Navya, Vedi? Yeah, Navya, go ahead.
It depends on whatever you're hearing, but let's say you're hearing about the glories of chanting, then you should probably try, or how to chant better, then you should probably take those tips and actually use them.
Okay, very nice. In this context, we are talking about applying this passage. Like we are applying the 4 steps to this passage. Like this is our scope. Okay. So in this, how will we apply the 3rd step? Yes, Vedi?
Like one of the points says serve Guru like menial servant. So, and that kind of ties in, if you have pride, then naturally you don't want to like serve other people. So if you're trying to get rid of that false pride and ego, and start helping in like the temples and like serving wherever you can.
Okay, that's a very good, so this talks about, okay, so do menial services in temple, which is basically Guru's ashram, right? It's Prabhupada's place, right? Temple is like an ashram of the Guru. And you can write some specific examples, like maybe I will help in, after prasad, maybe I'll clean the tables, right? Everyone, there is some need to clean the tables, or I will assist in serving prasad, right? So many things could be there. I'm just sharing some examples. So these are like practical things which you have planned, and how it will help me to understand, to like kill my false ego. Sometimes the mind may think, oh, you are so intelligent, bright student, and you are doing the job like a waiter, cleaning tables. Ah, that's very menial. No. But if we are doing it for Krishna, we're doing it to the pleasure of Guru. We know how Srila Prabhupada, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, and great acharyas did a lot of menial services. Even cleaning the stool of their Guru, what to speak of this. There are a lot of examples. The great acharyas would clean the stool of, and that's okay. There are more points. Time is less. Praying. Let's talk about some prayer here. What can we add here in the Vandanam? Any thoughts? Yes, Mishti, please tell.
We can like pray to Krishna and like say that please help me like be more humble, or please like help me like try like find a bona fide guru and like help me progress in the path.
Yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, Krishna, I have a lot of pride, and I'm trying my best. Still, my efforts are insufficient. You help me out. I need your help. I want to become humble. I really, um, um, oh dear Krishna, please arrange for, um, arrange such that I can meet my spiritual master, right? Or which is basically bona fide guru. And like that, there can be so many prayers. Krishna, please give me the strength. Sometimes my mind says, oh, what if you are cleaning the tables and your friend comes and then and she says, oh, look at that waiter, right? At that time, I feel bad, they're taunting me and this. Please give me the strength so I can face it boldly. You know the story of Lord Jagannath and the king, right? There's a famous story, right? The king would sweep. It's a menial service, right? The king would sweep with the broom before the cart. And externally, it may think like, oh, it's such a menial, like sweeper, street sweeper, right? No one aspires to become a street sweeper. The king was doing that service, but king had that humility. So, is it helpful, this whole structure, what we covered today? Does it make sense? How many of you already knew about it? Okay. I thought some of you may had read or heard, but it's good. Even if we know, still there is always room to know and to improve, right? So, is everyone clear with the 4 steps? So we discussed the 4 steps. We covered the 4 doll story, right? We talked about the application. We discussed that you will do that as a home assignment also, like use these 4 steps to cover. You can either use this verse or you can take any verse and take a verse and apply the 4 steps on that. Yeah. But if you want to take this 434, that's fine too. And if you have not memorized 434, please do so as well. Okay. Anything else? Anyone has any questions, thoughts, comments? We have Kahoot? Okay. Next time, shall we have? Okay. Next time we'll have Kahoot. So we'll cover this and we'll cover some things from the past lessons, Damodar Leela lessons. Okay. We covered a lot of lessons. So we'll have a Kahoot next time. Gita Jayanti is coming. I would like to give you all a challenge. I know it's exam time also. You all know some verses, right? From Bhagavad Gita. You have no means you have memorized. So whatever you have memorized, please revisit that every day, 10, 15 verses. It takes only 1 minute to recite maybe 10 verses, especially when you know them, correct? It doesn't take more than 1 minute to recite 10 verses. How many of you agree with that? Yeah. Yeah, that's the average. 10 minutes, 1 verse, you can easily, sorry, 1 minute, 10 verses. So it's not hard. Now, so don't lose the one you have already memorized. But if you can add 5 more, whatever, if you know 20, try to add 5 more between now and Gita Jayanti, or this like month of December, let's say. In this month of December, if you can learn 5 more, that would be great. Okay? How many of you can do 5 more in the month of December, which is the Gita Jayanti month? 5 more. I'm not asking 50, just 5 more. Okay? So whichever those 5 more are, you will respond to me, like plan. You will respond to me that these are my 5 verses. I have memorized, or you'll respond, okay, I have memorized 30. I will keep those 30 and I'll revisit them and I'll do these 5 more and you'll give me the text numbers too. Can everyone do that? Okay? So reflect upon it, put a plan and apply it and ask a prayer. Okay? Okay, I think we have covered. Its time is also 8:30. Any questions anyone has before we wrap up? Is everyone comfortable? Happy? Okay. So we'll pause here and continue next week, most likely next week. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.